think that comes back to people need to check back to in production, end to end, runtime. And I think it's a bigger issue around security as part of governance, and the idea that governance is a dirty word for a lot of people. And I think it needs to be part of a continuing process. It should be. I'm starting to think it should be governance first and governance always, and everything else should flow from that. And it isn't just about one tool or one approach or one and done. It needs to be part of an ongoing analysis of your solution.
Yeah, I think if folks have heartburn over the dirty word of governance, for example, maybe just rephrase it in terms of doing things on purpose. That's what we're talking about. Expose these interfaces, expose these services on purpose. Understand the attack surface that you're exposing, and then monitor to see, are things going the way that you expect them to go? And if you don't have this validation governance step, how do you know? Like literally, I don't mean that as a provocative or open-ended question. Like, seriously, how do you know? If you aren't monitoring your inventory of APIs, if you're not actually reviewing the source code that where these APIs are published or expressed, as well as hitting these in test environments and lower environments, reference implementations and things, and monitoring in production, how do you know? How do you know that your systems are operating the way that you expect them to, that the data is protected in the ways that you expect them to? That's all governance is. The problem today is that many of the processes and the tooling, David, to your earlier point about we've already got tools, that's entirely true. Like, nobody that we talk to doesn't have any security stack. The problem is the security stack was built generally for the architecture that they used to run, not the architecture that they're running now. And if you haven't adjusted your defenses to account for the differences when you start breaking up monolithic apps and going microservices, or however your journey into cloud native and API first is going, then yeah, you've got defenses, but you're fighting the last war. You don't have the right defenses.